The Hunas. Huna was a Central Asian tribes who entered the Indian subcontinent at the end of the 5th or early 6th century. The Hunas captured Eran and Kausambi, thus weakening the Gupta Empire. Skandagupta was the first Gupta king who defeated Hunas and stopped them from attacking India for a few years. Scythian were basically the nomad hordes of foreign tribes who invaded India during 5th and 6th century A.D. from Central Asia. Scythian refers to the Hunas tribe. Their warlike occupation and aristocracy got them recognized by Brahmins as Kshatriyas. According to a few historians, Rajputs are of Scythian origin. Inscription number 43. Eran stone Boar inscription of the time of Toramana. Regnal Year 1. This inscription of King Toramana, the ruler of the Alchon Huns, is in 8 lines. The first 3 lines are in meter and the rest in prose, written in late Brahmi of Northern class script. It is carved on sandstone varaha statue. A zoomorphic iconography of Vishnu avatar and is dated to 6th century. King Toramana ruled over Malwa region. The inscription records that Dhanya-vishnu has dedicated a stone temple to Narayana. Pillar inscription of Budha-gupta year 165, and this inscription provide interesting information on transition from Gupta to Huna rule. Provenance: Eran, Sagar district, Madhya Pradesh. Ancient records dated from Chalcolithic age to late medieval were found from this town by various research scholars. Ancient Varaha temple was built here by King Dhanya-vishnu between 485 to 500 CE. It is believed to be the colossal representation of the Varaha legend. Script: late Brahmi of Northern class. Language: Sanskrit. English translation of the inscription. L1.1-3 Om. Victorious is the god who has the form of a boar, who is in the act of lifting up the earth out of the waters, put the mountains into a whir with the blows of hard snout, and who is the pillar for support of the great house, which is the 3 worlds. In the first years, while the Maharajadiraja Sri Toramana of great fame, of great luster, is governing the earth on the 10th day of the month Falguna. On this lunar day specified as above by the Regnal Year month and day, and invested as above with its own characteristics. L1.3-6 by Dhanya-vishnu, the younger brother, obedient to him and accepted with favor by him, of the Maharaja Matri-Vishnu, who has gone to heaven, who was extremely devoted to Vishnu, who, by the will of God Brahma, was approached by the goddess of sovereignty as a self-chosen husband, as it were, whose fame had spread up to the limits of the 4 oceans, who was possessed of unimpaired honor and wealth, and who was victorious in battle against many enemies, who was the great-grandson of Indra Vishnu, who was engaged in his own traditional duties as a Brahmana, who performed sacrifices, who carried on study of the scriptures, who was a Brahmana saint, was the tallest scholar of the Matriyaniya, who was the grandson of Varuna Vishnu, who resembled father in possessing good qualities, who was the son of Harivishnu, who took after his father, who was the cause of the growth of his lineage. L1.6-7, who jointly shared the reward for his deeds of piety with him, his deceased brother, Matri-Vishnu, caused to be constructed in this, his own dominion of Arikina, this rock temple of the divine Narayana, who is entirely devoted to the welfare of the universe in his boar form, with the object of increasing the religious merit of his mother and father. L.8 May good fortune attend all the subjects, headed by cows and the Brahmanas. Footnote 2. 1. The punctuation mark is redundant. 2. After this word there is a sign like a dagger mark in English typography.